For week 4, we are supposed to learn 2 important skills. First, the ability for us to identify what the argument is or what the arguments are. Second, but most important skill set that we should have is our ability to evaluate the validity or the strength of an argument. And there are 5 key factors that we can use: clarity, credibility, relevance, completeness, and soundness of information that we have discussed this week. Remember that faulty or weak arguments are riddled with fallacies. They are unsupported claims. So we always look for evidence. We always look for credible facts or well-supported claims from others as well as from ourselves. In week 4, we also learned to differentiate between deductive and inductive reasoning. A deductive reasoning starts from a generalized conclusion, and it requires further investigations. We must gather more details to prove that the claim is correct. That is deductive. You start from a whole sum in math, and then you try to deduce by looking at the factors to get into the sum of that whatever mathematical figure. In arguments, deductive reasoning starts from a general point of view, a general conclusion or claim, and then we need to gather more details and facts. In research, we call that a hypothesis or a guess. So in research, sometimes we have to have that hypothesis or guess, and then we investigate. We conduct research to prove whether the hypothesis or the guess is correct or not. So keep that in mind. Inductive reasoning, however, is derived from gathered detailed information. Information gathered from investigations or research. If you're watching Sherlock Hemlock, I almost forgot, but that's one of my favorite TV shows. If you're watching, note that Sherlock Hemlock does not make an outright conclusion, but first he makes observations, he gathers more information before he will conclude that indeed the crime is committed and who is the culprit in the case. All right, keep that in mind. Week 4 lessons, class, are highly connected to our week 3 lessons. Continue to reflect on thinking errors, social biases, and fallacies, and how to avoid them. Be able also to identify arguments and look for fallacies in them. Spot fallacies in a fun way in advertising, in people's claims or statements. So learn further, reflect and learn in practical and fun ways. Learning fallacies, looking at weak arguments is fun. It is fun, class. So learn the fun way and the practical way. You don't have to memorize anything. When you spot something and you cannot remember what it is called, go to your resources. Okay, have fun, continue to have fun, and see you in our week 5 discussions.